I'm Tim.
And I'm Gail.
And you are chasing the Joneses. Well, on this wonderful episode, we are going to Finn Road. I almost said Baptist Church. Finn Road Campground and RV Park.
Yes. It's funny because when you're Baptist, the church is usually the name of whatever street it's on or town it's in. Baptist Church. So that's good. Okay.
So stay tuned because we want to show you around this wonderful RV park. But before we get there,
hey, if there's any parks that are interesting or extra memorable for whatever reason, and you'd like us to do a review, shoot us a line in the comments below and tell us about it. Also, we would really appreciate it if you would hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be keyed in to any time that we upload another video.
That's right. So come along with us as we go and check out this RV park / church. No, I'm just kidding. RV park and boat launch.
Yes. Come along.
All right, as you come down this long road, you're going to find a couple signs. One that says road ends, but don't let that stop you because it's actually going to go into the boat launch or the RV site. And you see here, there's a nice big sign right here that tells you that you're at the Finn Road Campground. Yeah. It also talks about this nature trail.
Yes, there's over 200 species of birds that you can view as you are walking this trail, which I'm not even a birding person, but that sounds like an awful lot to me. And if you sign into the URL, you can actually log which birds you see. I noticed one guy saw 47 species just in one walk recently.
Yeah. So you got three choices. You can either go into the park, you can go down to the boat launch, or you can go to the left, which is the nature trail, which is pretty awesome.
The nature trail is a 3.1 mile out and back trail, and we actually took it on our bike, which was crazy because it's gravel, and we ended up then just using surface streets to come back.
So you come into this Y, and to the left you find that's the boat launch over there. We'll show you a couple pictures of the boat launch, but as you come in, you're going to take a right and you're going to come into the campground.
Yes.
And it's it's a pretty decent entrance. It tells you where to stop. There's a little sign up there that says stop here for the office, and so you stop there. It's got plenty of room to get out of the way for people. This is the office, and they got specific hours in which they're open, and then of course they sell ice and firewood.
Yes.
And so, which is really great because the firewood is
a really good deal. You get a wheelbarrow full, which is about 20 to 25 pieces of wood. And look at the wood. It's not the stuff that they sell at a lot of places up north, that it's really just the shaving off of a tree. So you're really getting mostly bark. So it's actually wood that burns for quite a while. And that's $10. Then there's an ice. They also sell bags of ice for $2. Again, a really good deal, especially when you consider then you don't have to run into a party store or grocery store off of the campground.
So you come in and the dump site's right there. Although all of them are full hookups, they do offer a place where people can come and dump. Yes. And also the trash is right here.
And can you see just how clean this area is?
Yeah, it is a nice clean area.
Especially after some of them we've seen recently. Of course, there were the holidays as well, so people were throwing extra. Here's one of the rigs going by. If you're into fishing or even watching, you will love watching all these guys go by with their boats.
Okay, you come in and you're presented with a left or a right.
Yes.
The left is 52 to 57 sites. And they're really, with the exception of these two first sites that you see right here, I mean, look at how nice these sites are.
Yeah.
Easy pull in. Look at how much space you have between the rigs. I mean, I love that about RV parks. They give you a lot of space in between the rigs, so you're not crunched in there like you're in condos or something. You know?
Right. They could easily fit a whole nother site in between if they wanted to, but they don't.
These sites right here, over here, really are connected for boaters, right?
Yes. There's 6 sites on this row that will accommodate a boat as well as your vehicle and your rig. That's just amazing.
And your golf cart.
And your golf cart. To the left, in the same area, you'll see where the rest of our fellow campers are parking. So there's room for each of their trucks and their boat and trailer. Now, the people that are coming just to go fishing have their own parking space beyond that fence to the left.
Yeah, so this is basically the parking, boat parking, RV storage kind of area. And then look at this guy's boat. I mean, he's got plenty of room to park as well.
The way that these are set up, there is a 4-way connection in the center area for water. And they have some of the best, probably the best water pressure I have ever seen out here. I don't know if it's coming, well, probably because we're right on the water. Yeah. Okay, so here's a playground right ahead, as well as the clubhouse, which you'll also see when we start walking through the rest of the park.
Now, one thing that I did notice is is that these places over here, if you look back here, they're all, you probably can't see them, but they're all numbered.
Yes.
And so when they come in with their boat and trailer, they have a specific number, and they've outlined them. They've lined them with orange and yellow so that you have your spot. So this is 13, this is 14, this is 15. And so you get that personal kind of
spot.
This is my spot deal.
Right.
You know, when you go through. So let's go to the other side. Now, if you go to the right.
Yeah, you're going to end up starting at camp spot number 1. And again, there's only 57 spaces. So this is about to be one of the fastest walk-arounds we've ever done.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty quick, that is for sure. But again, look at the sites. I mean, look at how much space is between them. Now, there's a couple that are kind of iffy, but you know, these are really nice spots.
Yes. Now, the outer ring are all 50 amp spots, and then the inner ring, and I'll show you that. That's the area where we are, in fact, are 30 amp. But otherwise, all full hookups. Some of the spaces are so spacious that when you go and see some of just the regular sized ones, it's almost like, hey, what's the deal? But even the smaller spaces are bigger than a lot of places.
And so for the seasonal people, right, they either mow their own lawn or they have this young man over here come over and mow your yard for $5. And that's just the seasonal people because they're here for the season, so they don't offer that for them. But yeah, look at this spot right here. And you see that there's
look how huge that space
kind of
is.
an interesting little water hookup right there in the middle, but it all works well.
Yeah, can I zoom into that so you can see? I was talking about that 4-way. And, well, this one is a 2-way, of course, because there's only the 2. But look at that. So the water is there, and then you can hook up to, it's just so much more accessible, I think. Plus, a lot of people have a tee off of it, so you can, this is one of those full-timer people, or seasonal people, so they can water their plants and all that as well with no problem. So these are 2 of those spots where we said, hey, these look really small, but as you're looking, you're like, but that's still a really huge spot for your basic RV park. We're waiting on a truck to go by.
A couple families that are here, hang out here, but people, this guy's even got his boat in this driveway here.
That gives you a good idea of just how big this is. So it's a smaller fifth wheel. He's got room for his towing vehicle, plus he's got room for his boat. So we've noticed all different sizes here too. We've seen some vans, a couple of the Class B pluses. We saw the cutest teardrop the other day. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, it can accommodate any size rig, I think. So you have regular travel trailers. You have, of course, you see the Class A big thing over there. And
let's show them our favorite one.
Our favorite one. This is a guy who's retired from the Army, and check that out. Red, white, and blue.
Is that gorgeous or what?
He said it's 40 feet long, but of course it's got a
back. It's a toy hauler, so he's got a deck on the back, and then he's got a custom tent back there as well, which I think is gorgeous. Morning.
Now he said that
we're videoing the park. Okay, so the coolest thing just happened. While we were doing our walk around, we actually got to stop and talk to Jim, who is the owner of this rig. So stay tuned for a separate video where they allow us to walk through this custom rig.
Custom built rig. Beautiful, beautiful rig.
Y'all, it's got every possible dream, things you never ever dreamed of are in there. So stay tuned for that. So we're going to flip around and resume our walkthrough. There we go.
All right, as you can tell, wow, that was so nice. As you can tell, look at this lot right here. Look at the amount of yard that they have in this lot. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
And this one too, I mean, it's big. Now, I want to show you once we get to our rig, something that I found very interesting. So this is a little pavilion up ahead.
That's available to rent or to use if it's vacant for extra activities. But what we've seen is that most of the people go to one another's campsite to do activities. There's horseshoes back behind that, and there's also an access directly from the campground out to the nature trail and to the dock.
Yeah, so again, the restroom and bathhouse. We're back around in a circle where the actual playground is. And it's old school playground stuff.
Yeah, it's the good stuff. It's the really high.
I mean, you got a merry-go-round over there.
You got seesaws. You got the good merry-go-round, the one that you can get flown off of if your dad spins it fast enough. Hey, and a really high sliding board.
Hot.
The restrooms and bathhouse are code protected, so when you actually check in, they give you that number, but otherwise you don't have to worry about people from the public coming in. So all the ones at this point on the left, or as we walk, all of the rigs on the left are 30 amp spots, and the ones on the right are 50 amp. And we are coming up on Grace.
There.
Morning.
All right, so we're coming back up to our campsite.
Yes.
And this place is really quiet. Even when people are talking with each other, it's kind of like more of a whisper than actual anything. So let's just show you our sign real quick. We
just got a new sign.
Look at that.
Ta-da!
That's our sign we just had made. We were at
an art fair in Houghton Lake, and it's a benefit, I believe, for the school. And yes, so we were able to get that.
Yeah. So wow. So that's look.
Oh, you wanted to show them the electric?
Oh, I just want to show you the electric. Let me flip back around. So the electric is on this side. So the electric is on this side, and you notice that it has two posts there. And theirs is on the regular side, but ours is on our side. And what I like about it is because you can run a simple extension cord to your picnic table, to your other table,
right?
Wherever it is, and it's easy. You're not running this big long extension cord everywhere. So
yeah, that's great for me because I like to have our pressure cooker and ice machine and all that out here, and that way I don't keep blowing the fuse.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back at Grace.
Yeah.
And it's a small little place, but it's a gem out of, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You find yourself driving, and you come up to this place, and it's just right on Saginaw Bay, right on the water. Beautiful trees, beautiful shaded areas, and I don't think I can say anything bad really about it. I really can't.
This is such a 10.
Yeah, it is.
I can't imagine what it's lacking. Well, they don't need a camp host.
They don't need a camp host.
So 9.9999995. I don't know, but you don't need it because there's so much.
Right.
If you're into nature, if you're into boating, hiking, fishing, or just relaxing and being away from it all, this is the place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for us on this episode of Finn Road RV Park.
Yes.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Gail.
And we'll see you
down the road.